Definitely my making has always come from finding things. My dad used to take us to the dump on Sundays. It was like a family outing in Halifax. That's where I grew up. That was like the best day of the week. I loved going to the dump. We used to collect all kinds of things and bring them home, like bicycles and things we could fix up and use. And I think that's probably where I started loving like rusted metal and junkyards and just the atmosphere of junk. That's a bird's nest that she's wearing on her head. Beautifully woven. And these are like bits of plastic milk jug cut up. The most important thing, I think, is to allow the objects to come to life and let their spirit come through. I guess it feels kind of like being your true self. It feels kind of like that when you find the spirit of the puppet and don't force it into something else.
Keep hoping somebody will drop by for a cup of tea.
That's how I hold his hand and make it do things. I have a handle here to hold his torso, and then one for operating his head. And then he's actually a merman, so he has this tail that's all made of milk jugs and scraps of plastic. You can see the handles on them. I think maybe I was about 8. This woman came to Halifax and she did a workshop in shadow puppetry, like Indonesian style shadow puppets, and I'd never seen anything like it. So we made these puppets and played with the shadows, and I just loved that. I just loved it. It's like this magic world, you know? And your imagination gives it life, but then it takes on a life of its own. What a shadow show is, basically, is you have a screen that you put up, and behind the screen you have a light source, and then the audience can watch from the other side, and what they see is the shadow. Anything you put between the light source and the screen becomes your animated object. Most people that have an urge to make something or have something inside that wants to get out, it's just a mode of expression, and I think it's better for everybody in the world if you express yourself, and there's probably less illness and stress if people could just let things out. So I say go for it.